What up, YouTube? This is Daniel Rucker with True Table. Welcome to the table. I haven't been in here in a while. Things have been moving this last week. I'm still grinding. I'm out here doing my thing. But that's not going to stop me from bringing this content. That's not going to stop me from jumping in the lab and giving you guys this good work. So, yes, I'm back with the new video, some new content. Something I wanted to discuss, and something I wanted to discuss a while back. I just didn't get around to it because more relevant content. And as I continue this YouTube journey, I'm going to be sharing things with you guys. So I'm going to get in here today and I'm going to touch on a subject that I think all guys can relate to. But before I get started, before I get cooking, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. We made it to 200. Yes, indeed. I'm so glad, so grateful for all that are following me, all that are subscribed. You made a good choice. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to get in the kitchen. We're going to get cooking because you know that's what I do. I serve up meals over here. Legitimate. All right. So what I want to talk about today is guys need to stop giving women clout, priority, focus, and attention just because they're pretty. That's right, I said it. One of the things that I believe most guys, if not all guys, share in common is that most guys almost need for beautiful women to have beautiful character. And I know I've been a victim of this. I've been a practicer, if that's even a word, a participant. We'll use participant. I've been a participant of this same sucker mindset that you lay your eyes and you're like, wow, okay, you know, she tough, she bad, right? But come to find out that just because they're beautiful aesthetically, gentlemen, that does not mean that that woman is quality. That doesn't mean that she doesn't need to earn your attention, your focus, your resources. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. More men need to stand on a square. They need to stand with the 10 toes down and hold these women accountable for everything from their attitude to their demeanor, to their speech, to the way they step out the house, so on and so forth. Why is this important? Men, it's important because we set the tone. Everything in this world is measured by what a man says. It's measured by what a man critiques, creates, and says is enough. Women, they are our responsibility. And a part of the problem that I see in this dating market, a part of the problem that I see with these men now, most of these panderers are these soft, Pillsbury Doughboys, pastry-like men, is that they're afraid to hold women accountable. And they're especially afraid to hold beautiful women accountable. Why is that, gentlemen? Why are you guys out here backpedaling and falling back just because she may be cuter than most women? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you what I think it is. It's because most of you guys are operating from a place of insecurity and you have not developed in self to understand that this world is your playground. You have dominion. You are here to dominate. The abundance mindset helps you to understand that one interaction with a female is not necessarily going to change your life. And I know that the movies tell you different. I know that old pansy 90s R&B crap that they used to sing, talking about you, the sun, the moon, the stars, and I'd give you everything. No. F that. The reality is, I don't care what a woman looks like. She has to be a good person. She has to be quality. She has to be feminine. She has to be someone that's going to be an asset. And she has to be willing to get on your program. Gentlemen, hear me. Feel me. Most men are so insecure that they don't know how to stand for anything. They allow social pressure. They allow feminine energy or manipulative energy to throw them off of what they stand for. And that's something as simple as, like myself, when I was like I said, actively dating and out here really, one of the things that I chose not to do is feed women compliments for just no reason. You know, that doesn't mean that I won't compliment a woman, but just to lead with that, just to just give out free attention, no. That's something that is not coming from me. I believe that you got to treat a woman at an equal level. And what I mean by equal level, you treat her like she's a person. You treat her like she's a human being. You don't treat her like she's some superior being or something unique or some species that you've never encountered. And I see too many guys that because they don't have a lot of experience interacting with women, let alone beautiful women, that the moment a beautiful woman pays them attention, they start beatboxing or start acting like that little boy in the sandbox or the playground that, you know, is struck by some type of emotional lightning bolt, and then music starts playing and they get all goo gaga and gang goofy on them. And the reality is, men, that's right, men, you can't throw a man off of his steed. You can't throw a man off of his cool. It don't matter what you present to him. It don't matter what she looks like. Because at the end of the day, he understands that he truly is the important equation that is even her life. A woman by herself, gentlemen, is not something that is going to solely bring you value. Your value is what you decide to set out and do and conquer in this world. And a part of that conquering is interaction with women. A part of that conquering is being able to have a mindset, a discipline, a lifestyle that one, you're proud of, that you worked hard for, that you respect, so then in turn, she will respect. And I think a lot of times, guys are so exterior, not interior, because what I mean by that, what I mean is that they pull their value from what they've been able to acquire or attain, whether that's a vehicle or a certain salary or their clothes that they wear. Like, I can't stand seeing dudes walk around with Balenciaga on or something and thinking that just because you wear Balenciaga, you're a quality dude. Guess what? Any dummy can buy Balenciaga. Any idiot can purchase Balenciaga and still be a goober on the inside. And that's what is the problem. You should be the same elite, strong, disciplined, valuable man, regardless on if you got on Champion. Well, Champion popular now, but there was a time Champion was trash, right? But to my point, Champion to Balenciaga, Gucci to Asics or however you pronounce it. But you get my point. The brand shouldn't make you, gentlemen. You make you. The brand is just garnish for the man that you are. When you rocking Gucci, that's just garnish to the man that you are, because guess what? When you derobe at the end of the night, you should still, the life you live in, the way you're influencing people, the way you move, the way that you show up in the world should be of value. And one of the things I wanted to share in this particular broadcast, I know this is more talking about, you know, women in the sense of men need to stop giving away their attention, their energy in that sense, just because the woman is pretty. You know, it's so many levels to this manhood journey, gentlemen. And I want to see more men show up in the world to where it's not just myself. It's not just Kevin Samuels. It's not just MTR. It's not just Coach Greg Adams and others that are in this space. It's every single one of us. One of the things that I do appreciate about being a brother is with my community, when we see each other, we usually do the head nod. It's like, you know, just how you doing, brother? We all do it, right? And it's a sentiment. It's an understanding, regardless of if you know him or not. There's a tribal type of connection that comes from just seeing another brother, regardless of who he is or what he does. It don't matter. You a brother, I'm a brother. Respect. Well, guess what? men should have the same level of identification when it comes to seeing another man. And in some cases they do, because I give the nod to men collectively. I give the nod to men. If I see another man, hey brother, shout out to you, just encouragement, acknowledgement, and one of the main things that need to be a collective is that we need to stop having opposing sides. There was a time when a man was addressing his woman, and he was more so correcting his woman, and sometimes it was in public. There was a time where men would assert themselves in a way that other men understood. And I'm not, in a sense, condoning abuse at all. I'm not saying a man should ever abuse a woman. I don't agree with abuse. But what I mean is that there could have been a time where a man was addressing his woman verbally, or even physically, in a sense that he may have grabbed her wrist, or held her a certain way, in a way to get his point across, right? And this could be in public spaces. And other men could see this happening and would understand, hey, she must have did something wrong, or she must need some correction, right? But now, these type of guys walking around are so influenced by the media, it's so female made, that if they see a man even look at a girl too crazy, or like address a woman in a manner, they over there feel like they gotta throw on their cape and start saving the planet. Arriving to her rescue like she's some kind of damsel in distress, or some type of fawn that's out here in the Serengeti, limping. No, she's grown, right? And you always gotta look at, why is that man handling the situation the way he is, gentlemen? Why does he feel it necessary to assert himself that way? But anyway, I want to see a tribe. I want to see more men become in unison with the mission that is making this world a better place, making this society function in a way that is more healthy. The reason why we're seeing the chaos we see, the reason why we're seeing the attitudes that we see, the reason why we're seeing the type of behavior that is existent with these modern women and all the things that is going on, gentlemen, is because most of you guys are not holding it down. Most of you guys are not doing what you need to do in order to create a certain standard, a certain energy. When a man walks in the room, gentlemen, and you could test this, if a man walks in a room and there's a majority of women in there, there's a spirit that just echoes through the place without him saying a word. Why? Because what comes with us is order, is structure, is standard, is protection, without us saying anything. That is what you were given as your birthright as a man and as a leader on this planet. And if you are not experiencing that type of response, if you can't go around a room of children and everything just seems to come to a halt, if you can't walk in a room with a bunch of women and the attention is not shifted towards you, well, there may be something that you're not tapped into just yet. Or there may be something that you're doing wrong. And I would encourage you to find out what that is. Because one of the things that I do see that needs to stop is men need to stop giving women free attention. And they need to stop treating women that look a little bit better than the average woman special. They're not special. Matter of fact, they're probably worse than the ones that look basic, because they're used to getting attention, and they're used to people kissing their butt, and they're used to men pandering and catering. It needs to stop. We need to start making them earn everything that they get, even attention. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. That's what I wanted to leave you guys with. I hope you got something from it. If you have not already subscribed, I'd love to have you a part of the True Table family. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and hit the like button. It does wonders for the algorithm. And I'm going to be coming to you guys with another video very soon. Like I said, I'm still grinding. It don't stop for me, but that's not going to stop me from putting out this content and giving you guys something to chew on. So this is Daniel Rucker with True Table, signing out. Until next time.